that smart. The Matamita Mansion. Matamita Mansion.
Matamita Mansion. My whole goal was get it past the first elimination. I didn't want to be the first person voted out, so check that goal off. And now I'm excited to get to know my tribe better and keep playing.
That they did that. Yeah, just give him a, because he did.
Seems like,
but we so appreciate him coming to help.
I was gagged that Dave voted for me because we didn't talk. Like when I would talk to Dave, it's like, let's get firewood or like something like that. I'm like, no, Dave, let's play the game. Like your name's being said already, let's play the game. So it's kind of shocked to get my name voted, especially this early.
Like, you can go first.
I was gonna ask like what's everyone's like challenge strength?
That's what I was about to say too.
Oh my god,
no, I was gonna say like, if it was like,
I know we all are running.
Oh.
I'm really hoping we win immunity for this next round. I think that we have really good, strong players, so I hope that we can win and not have to go back to tribal. I think if we do go back to tribal, I think that it's a pretty clear direction of what we want to do. But I'm starting to feel less and less safe.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm just like, I would say I'm like mediocre at everything. Like that sounds really weird, like, but
I feel pretty good about like our core group now. It feels like there's a group of 6 that's kind of forming between myself, Caitlin, Michael, Jake, Megan, and Devontae. It seems like we all kind of have a similar goal in line, but that could all change.
I'll show you where it was, because I also kind of like spook
Yeah, spook me a little bit.
I was down there for a while. It's pointless.
I purchased a extra vote and then 16 granola bars. I mean, my plan is to curry favor with people, so they're gonna know eventually that I have them. The whole reason I wanted this one is I felt like I know there was opportunities to get more money to my charity throughout the game, which I successfully did by winning that first challenge. So I didn't want to get the one that was like $25 extra, so I'm like, there's plenty of room to do that. I'd much rather get something that's going to help me gain favor with others for when I'm not safe. I just don't know if I should like give them out all I need to decide what I want to do with them, but I mean, it looks, be honest. Is it noticeable? Oh, there's 2 in there, so we have to ration a little bit. You're with your duo.
Where did these come
And then
from?
you.
Okay, I'll just
You sneak them in your cooch?
Yeah, I definitely snuck stuff in front of production. Now watching
How do we
me
obtain these?
hand them out. I did have a small advantage.
Oh!
I decided to share the wealth.
What do we want to each?
Yeah.
The next round I think will definitely be interesting. I'm really just hoping that we win because we don't have to test our alliances. I would think that Anne-Marie would be the logical next boot because Dave is no longer here, but also I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do to vote Anne-Marie out. I mean personally I really like her. I don't necessarily want to see her go. I don't want to overcomplicate things and over strategize and over game and freak people out, but there's a lot going on in my head, so we'll see what happens.
There's 2 in there. Eat them now. I wanted to have good energy for the challenge. So I was like, let's do it before the challenge.
2 of the duos that Michael and I pointed out as people that we just get, good first impressions from right away were Caitlin and Lena, and I said Devontae and Megan. So I think that's going to be an interesting thing because I think Michael's going to lean a little more one way towards the girls, and I think I'm going to lean a little bit more towards wanting to work with Devontae and Megan. So we have to touch base and see which way we want to go. I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world right now to go for Lena next, just because her partner has safety for 2 more rounds, and to kind of hinder that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Cheers. Cheers. Say, should we toast them? Oh, that hurt. Oh.
I could see it in her face when she found out that she was voted off, that she was not expecting it, and it hit her hard, which in turn hits me hard. So it kind of starts raising some flags about people, because there are some groups of people or some teams that she said that we could trust, and it didn't turn that way.
I was gonna say, there's not much here you can try to yourself. Oh man.
As I came back to camp, and I kind of was being a little bit melancholy, and quiet. quiet to myself. I was using that time to decompress and try to really think about how I want to respond to this. Now I'm going to just make my tribe feel like they can't do without me.
Even with the way it's hard.
The vibe after Tribal was pretty grim. We came from a funeral, it felt like, and nobody spoke at all. And we were just kind of like, hey, that didn't happen, but it happened.
I will be honest, my first time I kind of I didn't meet Jamie or Angus, and I was kind of like, go in my own opinion.
So far, it seems like Jake is a wild card. It seems like Jake is telling one thing, acting another, doing one thing, saying another.
And she was honest. She was like, it was him. Yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like, Angus, you gotta play the game, baby.
You play the game.
You know, moving forward, I think really just trying to break down the next team for me, which is gonna be Jake and Logan. I honestly think the game it's being played. It's being played hard. I think that Jake is a really big player in the game, and he's moving pieces behind the scenes. So I'm just hoping that we have the numbers for the next vote, and that it's not Allie or myself.
I can feel it. They're calling my name.
We are all kind of like, what do we do with the next 2 hours? So everyone kind of took shifts in like searching the boundaries, all while looking for like semi-noticeable spots to look.
Yeah, that kind of looks like the perfect, how to hide it there.
Angus, I found a frog! You can cook it!
I've been looking for them idols, but I haven't seen nothing, and I don't think anybody else has either. I think we all are very clearly just standing around. I don't think anybody's found anything yet.
I understand we do not have to climb a tree for any of it, but you may have to look around.
We can give like a little head nod.
I have nothing. I wish I had something. We're all looking, and like nobody's trying to be sneaky about it. Like everyone's like, I'm looking for the idol.
The camera guy. I don't want to stick my arm in places and then
I wasn't finding anything. No one was finding anything. And then lo and behold, the next broken tree I looked in, it was down at the bottom. This is a replica from Blood vs. Water, and it is from Alex and Angie Wagner from seasons 1, 2, and 5. Congratulations, you have found the official Imagine Hidden Immunity Idol.
In a season unlike any other, it is important to take in every single moment, because you never know if this will be your last time in the game.
Out of any Live to Give duo, we are the original dynamic duo of Live to Give, competing together in the very first season. During our time competing, we both have experienced the highs and the lows that this game has to offer. But one thing that has stayed with us is the memories that we were able to create together during Live to Give.
Both times playing the game, we competed in honor of our dad, who had fought a 13-year battle with cancer. When I won season 5, we both felt the presence of our dad watching over us at the event.
We wish you the best of luck and hope that this idol gives you the ability to bring home the win.
Gotta get it in my bucket. I'm gonna be on the lookout.
I did not find the idol, but my husband did. He came running to me and he was like, hey, I got it, I found it. And I was actually so happy that he, of all people, found it. It was just cool to see him get it and like, you know, feel that excitement, and I was super proud of him. So I'm happy for him, very, very happy for him.
Giles.
Getting your first look at the new Coqueto tribe. Sam voted out at the first tribal council. Cokato, getting your first look at the new Matamidi and Waconia tribes. Grace and Dave voted out at the first tribal council. Well, welcome back. I guess first things first, Steve, tell me what it feels like right now to have lost Grace in this game.
It was a gut punch, I think. I didn't expect that. She's a good talker. I thought she had everything figured out and aligned for herself and wasn't worried. I wasn't worried for her. But I'll never forget the look on her face. And she saw that because I've seen it one too many times already.
I don't know. It's really uncomfortable looking at all these people and like, where are you gonna be on our peg of life?
And Mitch, what does it again feel like for you to know that like you have the one person you could trust in this game now not with you for the rest of it?
Yeah, I'd say it's a huge wave of emotions, and you thought you knew what was going on, and then it was totally blindside. So kind of feel like you're on an island sometimes.
I obviously don't want to go home this early. I came here for a reason, but I felt like we got on really well, and I feel like we're like meshing well. So I don't think I'm having any troubles with any of the people in my tribe, or like if I'm on the outs or anything. I feel like not comfortable, but I feel comfortable with everyone.
All right. Well. One of your loved ones will be coming back into this game. Come on in. Right. All right, this is the Redemption Challenge. This challenge is called Telephone a Friend. You will have to memorize a sequence of tiles and then communicate that sequence back to your partner. The duo that recreates the sequence first will win individual immunity. However, the two players that lose with their duo will be officially eliminated from the game, and their partners will be sent to Exile Island. So just a reminder for you guys for this challenge, you are playing to get back into this game and to grant immunity to the tribe that just voted you out. Also for this challenge, the two that win will both win $25 on behalf of our Season 2 cast to your charity. So they are the event collaborators for this round, and so they will be donating to your charity for the winner of this challenge. All right, ready to get squared away? For a spot back in this game, when I say go, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. We got a couple different strategies going on here.
Orange. Yeah, just do that one for now. I'll be back.
Okay.
First, and then the other one is right. We got 2 lines. That goes next.
Edward's already back, Dave.
That's what I said. It's a white. And then in the upper left corner is orange, and the lower right corner.
The bottom right.
The left corner.
Yep.
Orange.
The bottom right of that orange is where that one's supposed to be positioned.
And the last green next goes over here.
Okay.
So you're going to have to so we'll see if we got it out.
Half. Yeah. It's major like red. Sorry, it's like red bottom right corner. Bottom right corner.
Wins immunity and has back
That's what I'm talking about. I love doing anything with my kids. The biggest thing is just creating the memories. That's something that our family tries to make a lot of.
We always work off each other's kind of vibe and game, whatever. Dang it. I said I wasn't gonna use that word. Okay.
All right, Grace, congratulations. Steve, you too, congratulations for coming back into the game. You guys are safe, so sit down, drink water, head back to camp. Sam, you're unfortunately out of this game.
You know, I'm feeling pretty bummed about being officially out. I'm hoping that Mitch does good at Exile, and I'm happy to hear that he's got at least immunity for this next round.
Mitch, I'll give you a couple minutes to say goodbye here, and all right, Sam, thanks for playing. Head on out over here.
When I saw the application opening, I said you have to have a duo. My first thought was my sister. I mean, what better opportunity not only to bond, but to raise money, it totally make a difference as well.
You know, I think this is a great opportunity to build our relationship even further. We're already close friends, but to just, compete together and do something that we've always wanted to do together. We are so similar yet different.
Dave, thanks for coming. Anne-Marie, give you a minute or so to say goodbye to him, and then off he will go.
It's one of our goals to laugh at each other every day.
Yes, we do that. And I think we do pretty good at it. So I couldn't ask for a better partner. But also to step outside of our comfort box and step into something that's unknown right now. So excited, really excited.
You guys are going to Exile Island, which means you guys will not be rejoining your tribes for tribal council, so you are immune. Grab your stuff and head on out.
No one trusts no one. So I don't know why this game is hard for me. Love you, Dave. Sorry. I'm sorry. But thank you. Thank you too for showing up for our tribe.
Admittedly, I felt really good going into tribal council. It was a complete blindside because everybody's we're voting for Nikki, and then every single person was Sam. And I had made a deal with Adam that I have this extra vote and I will save you. And I feel like I made a deal with the devil.
First of all, I keep walking around like I'm 57, so I'm shooting myself in the foot. Because honestly, yeah, I got some ailments, but my body is I'm one of the strongest women I know. It was crazy because as I came back up the hill at the end, I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to go home. And I am working for my charity. It is important for me to finish out what I started. I think so. And so this, sometimes things have to happen to make you a little stronger. And I was almost in tears. So yeah, get up and do it again tomorrow and work hard for the charity that I think deserves this gift.
I believe in good signs. And cats have 9 lives, and Mitch Gadel has 9 lives. I'll be back.
This is T.
I know, isn't it? Am I being dramatic? Absolutely.
And I love having fun, but I want to win too. Yeah. Right on. Frick that, right? So I'm going to tell you something. Even if we don't win, we're still winners. I don't know what Exile entails, but you know what? I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to let the night roll unfold and shut it down and get up and start all over again.
I'm upset. I ain't nothing if I ain't petty, so we're keeping score. And again, I feel like I made a deal with the devil, but even the devil fell from heaven, so.
Come on in.
Welcome, Exile players.
I'm Elizabeth, and this is Carter. We were both on Season 5 of Live to Give, Fans vs. Favorites vs. Famous. And during our time on Season 5, we started the game on the same tribe, but we found ourselves in different duos.
Elizabeth worked closely with Angie, and I worked closely with my duo, James. Throughout multiple points in the game, we both worked together and separately. and it sometimes had to rely on each other to get further.
Once the game came to an end, we were able to join together as our own duo to help run the challenge team for the past 2 seasons. We were able to become close friends even after competing against one another in this crazy game.
Losing your dynamic duo is incredibly difficult, but some of the best players in this game have used that to fuel them to get them further in this game, and we hope that's the case for both of you.
And in just a moment, the 2 of you will have an opportunity to use that anger or sadness as fuel in this game. Tonight, the 2 of you will be competing in an endurance challenge for the chance to win an advantage at the tribe swap that will happen first thing tomorrow morning.
The challenge is simple. Each of you will hold a torch and stand on a block. If you drop your torch or fall off your block, you are eliminated. Last person left standing wins the advantage at the tribe swap tomorrow morning.
The winner of this challenge will get $35 to their charity from the event collaborator of Season 4 Corcoran Clash.
Considering that game was all about clashes and you all are clashing here, we thought that was a fitting collaboration for this challenge.
Do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
Then let's begin. 3, 2, 1, the challenge begins. We're 2 minutes in. Both are steady. How are you feeling up there?
My feet hurt.
Sweating.
Yep.
How are the bugs?
Bad. Really, really bad.
You guys are doing great. Hang in there.
Those kids are so bad.
We're approaching 10 minutes. We'll go to 1 foot in about 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Anne-Marie, Mitch wins advantage.
Yes.
Oh, God. Nice job, you both.
Enjoy your time at Exile tonight. Great job, Mitch. You'll get an advantage tomorrow morning.
Use this to fuel you as you move forward in the game. Have a great night.
See you guys.
Oh, it's the top of that. Oh.
It's for taking the cage off the top of the fire.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that she's back. I was going to do anything to make sure that she did. I had told my tribe and my friends over here that I was willing to do anything. Anything I did was going to be 100%. I was going to leave it all out there.
So yes, I'm good at those things, but I right now, but as a team right now,
100%.
that's only gonna help.
Strength in numbers, guys.
Strength in numbers, strength in
That's all it is.
I was obviously glad I got a second chance. I was hurt, obviously, because I got voted off first, and I knew that I was a good player.
So you know what happened with me? Is that I talked with you guys, and then she told me the opposite, so that's why I still stuck with you guys. But
yeah, exactly. This is who you talked to first, right? So I guess that might be the problem.
I was so happy, and I think especially the decision what I made to either stick to what I wanted to do, I think it actually worked out for the better, because it not only proved at least to Steve and Grace that I'm here to play an honest game.
Grace kind of called us all out.
Yeah, but I mean,
I mean,
she's gonna do that.
she had the right to. She wanted to know where
correct,
the came from.
And she wanted to know why.
When I saw the challenge and who it was for, I thought she was coming back. I wasn't worried about her coming back because I didn't throw her under the bus. I mean, I voted for her, yeah, but I wasn't part of her alliance. I appreciate that she called out a couple of people who were aligned with her.
And that's totally fine, and I probably should have tried to at least come and talk to, but
So you had the least amount of conversation.
least amount of conversation.
Yeah, no, and
that's what we all it was both of you. I didn't really talk to either of you, but Jake had said he talked to you, and he was like, "Oh no, she's cool, she's cool." So, and then I didn't talk to you, so I think communication just is
It had to be somebody who was like throwing a dart at a dartboard. You guys.
Grace really proved that she wanted this and she wanted that spot, and she came back in with open arms and, you know, completely understood the situation. And I don't think it would be the same vote if we went back again.
Angus said it too. He said that you feel this way as well, and then I know that Jake said this, that you guys all feel like you just want to be, you don't like lying to people.
Being deceitful.
That's the thing. You don't like, and I'm sure you guys are probably the same. Like, I don't think anyone likes it, but some people are at least like better at it. Like,
I really don't hold anything against him. I still plan on being honest and having integrity, and I probably said that word a lot lately, but it's my strategy, so.
Like actual card.
Are you gonna sit or are you gonna dad stand?
It's kind of like one of those like, oh, if you're
She felt blindsided and betrayed mostly by, you know, like Jake and Logan. So I just have to, I might start looking in that direction.
When we lost the challenge and Anne-Marie was pulled from my tribe to go to Exile, we all kind of looked at each other and it was like, oh crap. This is gonna be chaos, this is gonna be tense, everybody's gonna feel nervous because we have to split up another duo tonight.
Do you want to start by talking to our people?
Yeah, I think talking to your partner
Yeah.
and then we'll do some speed dating.
Okay.
Speed dating?
Okay.
We're all gonna...
This is madness. Once we got back to camp, the first thing all of us did, we basically, all pairs went with their partner and then we speed dated with everybody. This is like a second time now that we have to vote with hardly anything to go off of. I hate Live to Give already.
I feel like Devante has checked in more and made me feel more reassured. I feel a lot more reassured with Logan as well. I think Lena is obviously the right choice for me.
Anne-Marie not being here at Tribal has been a bit of a setback. I think that while I love Anne-Marie, it would have been an easy vote to get rid of Anne-Marie. I feel like the rest of us are all pretty much on the same wavelength, like kind of like interested in working together, and I just haven't had a lot of game talks with Anne-Marie. And so it felt like that was going to be the easy vote.
And like kind of like suggesting that we would be again, but he was not super receptive to it, and so that makes me a little nervous. But I just, the only thing I can base it off of is that she said she was mediocre at a lot of things.
Yeah.
Which is like, I get the honesty, like, and she was probably just like not trying to be like an egomaniac.
Yeah.
But that's like, what else am I supposed to base it on? I've also, like, I know that you and I have talked a lot, and you guys, like, I have a connection, and obviously, like, I'm being involved in that, so, like, I feel a strong connection with you.
We are in that situation where there is no one else. It has to be one of the 6 of us going, and only 5 of us are eligible, so that is definitely a huge complication. I'm not going to tell Devante I want to vote Megan out. I'm not going to tell Caitlin I want to vote Lane out. So, like, whoever you're talking to, they're going to say the name of someone from another duo.
I have a great connection with Jake, and I feel like Michael's he definitely talks to me more than
and that's why my
Lena has never even introduced herself to me.
Yeah. So we should do Lena and pray that there's a tribe swap.
I immediately got like really good vibes from Green, the boys, and then kind of dodgy vibes from the girls. And so that kind of just sealed what like Devante and I said, like we're gonna work with Michael and Jake because the girls I don't think are on our side at all. So what are you thinking? Well, if you're thinking like one of the boys, like Devante and I'm thinking Michael because he has a lot of connections. He knows a lot of people in the other tribes. Yeah, and I think he's really smart. So I don't know if you're comfortable with that.
Feels like there's a group that's kind of forming. Myself, Caitlin, Michael, Jake, kind of line, But that could all change. It could be me, it could be someone else, I don't know.
I still want to work with Devontae because I think he's strong. I think he's really strong. I think he's very charismatic. Yes. And I think we'll need to know. And we spin it to him as like, this is our core 5.
Since I have immunity, it feels like Lena kind of has immunity a little bit as well, and it feels like we're kind of being pulled in 2 different directions, unless there's a massive blindside brewing and they're getting Lena out, which I just don't think so.
I'm leaning Michael.
I just, for connections and for our team, I just feel like it's, like he really does have those connections, and I know him and we're like dying to be together, and like that's scary.
The dynamics are a lot. There are a lot of different ways that this could play out. There are a lot of different plans that have been thrown out. And at this current moment, I'm still trying to figure out what is the best plan for me.
Or banking on either a tribe swap or a swap. Because if I between you, Megan, and I will literally be awful. I think personally, like, I'm okay with Caitlin sticking around because I think I want to keep working with her. Right. I think that she's going to be a good asset. Be damage control, but like, she's powerful right now. And the easiest thing that we can bounce off is like just that you having safety. I do feel nervous because I really think Michael and I are in the middle right now. Oh, we have no option. When I looked at Devontae, like I think that they're both being very real with me. I do too. It's not to say that Caitlin and Lena aren't, but I just think that's the right way to go. They've reassured us more up to this point, and that's huge. And Megan and Lena both are flat out saying to each other that they're, like, to me, that they're not talking to each other, and they've said it to each other.
On paper, it would make sense to stick with Caitlin and Lena, because if we vote Lena out and we go to tribal again, we can't vote Caitlin out because she's safe again. So on paper, that makes sense.
What are you feeling?
I mean, I think it makes sense for you two, me and Jake, the team.
That's what I also said with Jake.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's a really strong group.
Yeah, but I also feel more solid with Megan and Devontae than I do with Caitlin and Lena. So that just, it's this big dilemma where it's like I'm kind of being torn in 2 different directions and just trying to weigh my options.
I won't vote up Devontae. I feel really good with him. I feel like he's made me feel the most reassured. Me too. So I lean Lena more, but I do Megan if that makes the most sense for us. Yeah, it's just like if we vote out Megan, then we burn that bridge with Devontae. If that's what I'm afraid of. One of the really interesting things is that 2 of the duos that Michael and I pointed out as people that we just get, good first impressions from right away were Caitlin and Lena, and I said Devontae and Megan. I think the scene is set for a fight between Megan and Lena.
Yeah, let's draw rock.
Yeah, right?
Move forward with
I know, Coca-Cola. Yeah, Coca-Cola, we're good.
Ben and Brian are still safe, and they will be for a while, so they're kind of going to be the decision makers here.
Well, can we talk about what would have been an amazing alliance?
Yeah.
I mean, we did one vote really well together.
Right?
Yeah.
Brian and I are pretty committed to Adam and Kaylee. We think, first of all, they're super sharp, and for sure Adam's got the experience to A, make this a whole lot of fun, and B, get us far.
I don't know, I just don't want it to be you.
I don't want it to be you either.
I think we're good with the guys, though.
I think so too.
I think we are. They both told me they're good with Lena.
Like, we go to talk to them, and perfect, they're on board. They want to work with Adam and I, and they want to vote out Nikki. Perfect, so that's what we're gonna do. But then they were like, we want to be honest with Nikki and let her know that we're voting her out.
So
honestly,
and we just want to be honest, so we're just going to tell them. Do you think that's an okay way to do it?
I think it is, as long as we keep an eye and go idle searching.
Then we realized there's a possibility that one of the 2 of them have an extra vote, which comes with like a sponsorship advantage. So now things are stressful because we don't know if they have an extra vote, and if they do, Adam and I are pretty much done. Like, one of us, I don't know who they're voting for, but that would be awful. So we are in a very, very, very sticky situation.
I'm just like afraid they were blowing smoke up our butts and being like, oh, we're voting me, Nikki, and then we vote out Lynn. You know what I mean? I want to be so honorable, but then they come to me and they're like, oh, we love you. And I'm like,
I was told by everybody that I was going to be the one going home, and they're like, we want to just be honest with you. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go look for an idol. So as soon as I left, Kaylee, of course, is like right behind me. Like socially, I just don't think it was like the best move for her to be like following me like so closely. Like maybe be looking, but not so obvious. I even said to her, I was like, it would be really nice if I could look alone, and tried to be like, you know, as nice about it. But really, I was like, I'm pissed. I was like, get off the back.
We're gonna vote out Nikki.
Okay. Can I ask a reason why you chose her over me? Not that like I'm saying vote me out.
No, I mean, there's not any specific reason.
It feels like the same reason we voted out Sam, which was not a good reason.
Yeah, this is the Gabon idol replica, which
by now you've seen what twists, turns, and surprises this game is willing to throw at you. After several game-altering twists during our season, Corcoran Clash, we were able to form an unlikely pairing that became one of the strongest duos in Live to Give history.
We may have started the game as complete strangers on separate tribes, but we ended the game as the final two with an unexpected and inseparable bond. This idol represents the trust we had in each other and the powerful bond we shared. If used correctly, this idol can save you or an ally when it's needed most, reaffirm trust with a close ally, or establish an unexpected relationship that just might benefit you later on. Let this idol be a reminder.
trust you put in a total stranger might just be what saves you when you least expect it.
Rogers Lions hidden immunity idol. Thank you, Rogers Lions. Thanks for nothing. No
Thanks for spoiling the plan.
Adam's kind of the mastermind because he just has this. I mean, it's like he's just like rapid fire with this stuff. It's fantastic, and it's obviously asset right now.
Can I see it? Come on, we're all friends here. Show me.
Yeah, this round has been so stressful. I am incredibly nervous going in. I was nervous going into the first one, even though I thought I knew what was going on, but I don't know if Nikki and Lane are voting for Adam or for me. Either way, it's going to be awful and emotional, and I'm gonna start crying right now.
Well, Matamidai, welcome back to Tribal Council. Megan, tell me a little bit about when you came into that challenge area, what you were expecting and kind of your processing after.
When we came into the challenge, we thought we were going to be competing as a tribe. And then you guys brought in Redemption, and we're all like, what? But it was cool to watch them compete, and I'm glad that they got to do a competition. I'm just waiting for us to do a competition now.
And so, Michael, obviously, you guys come into that challenge with 7, thinking you probably have another person going into this tribal. Then the twist is then revealed that you are not having that person. So we come back now with 3 duos, 2-2-2. What does camp look like this round?
We did a lot of speed dating, so we all traded partners and rotated, so everyone got to talk to everyone.
And Caitlin, what did those conversations look?
To be honest, I think we all had an idea of who we wanted out maybe next before the challenge, and so I think the big thing is when we came back to camp, that person wasn't available anymore to vote out, and so we were like, oh shoot, like it was a bit of a scramble to figure out what was going on.
We were hoping that Dave and Anne-Marie would pull through. We were like legitimately wanting them to win.
We vote unanimously.
Bad. I didn't believe when they were cheering for their people.
They did not need it. We did.
So
They gave us so crisp. I think we even heard one of them go, wait, should we maybe start cheering for them? Did feel icy on the other tribes when the people who were voted out came in, and they kind of willingly gave up the information that they were blindsided. Like that those were blindsides, which only shows that there are like fractions happening. Like we were literally unanimous, including Anne-Marie, voting Dave off, which was a shock to us. She's like, no, I wanted him out. I was like, okay, that's great. Sorry, Dave.
So Jake, there's the partners, the duos. Did you think about this thing when you were at this type of dynamic at camp?
I think if you look at numbers, I think A, nobody wants to vote off their partner, and I think B, everyone's hoping that they are the ones in the middle or in the right spot, because obviously if you're assuming everyone's voting with their partner, it's going to be a 4 majority. So I think that's where it landed, and it's just a matter of where. Who is that middle person? Like, I don't know.
Lena, I saw a reaction from you when that was said. What expressed that to me at all?
Well, I mean, clearly of my duo, there's only one option, and that is me. So my biggest concern is just like, yeah, how can I make it through the tribal, make it through the night, and know that the people I'm talking to aren't snakes and they're being honest with me. But
And Devonta, that's a good thing that's brought up, is like, you think a conversation can go fine, but how can you even come into a tribal with that guarantee that they are with you?
Making it to day 2 or to the next event sounds amazing. So I just think having those communications and coming to a decision together that works for the both of us was like really important and critical, and ultimately, you know, that's what we did.
You can plan for every single thing, but just one little thing can throw it all off. So who knows? We'll see who was being honest.
That's all I have. We'll get into a vote. Lena, you're up.
I'm sorry, this is rough vote, but it's either you or me, so let's hope.
I am only basing this off of the fact that you said you were mediocre at most things in terms of challenges, and when we haven't competed, that's all I can go off of, so I'm so sorry.
It's the first blind side of the season for me, and it feels good to be playing Survivor.
Coming into the season, I was like, I want to play with the girls and the gays, and now I have to vote one out, so it's not ideal.
I will tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity I don't like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Lena. Megan, that's 1 vote Lena, 1 vote Megan. Megan, that's 2 votes Megan, 1 vote Lena. Lena, we're tied. 2 votes Lena, 2 votes Megan, 2 votes left. Lena, that's 3 votes Lena, 2 votes Megan, 1 vote left. The third person to vote off of Live to Give Dynamic Duos and the first member of our jury, Lena. Lena?
God, doggy, you guys work hard.
Lena, try this token. Yep. Time for you to go.
Bye, Lena.
Good luck.
All right. Not only did you just blindside and piss her off, you just pissed off your first member of the jury. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
I'm feeling, blindsided is the term, because I really thought that we were in the middle and we were gonna get to choose who to vote out, but I think Caitlin and I came off as a strong duo. I'm competing for Second Harvest Heartland, an incredible organization that puts food on people's plates. Thank you to everyone who donated. I really appreciate your support. I wouldn't be on the jury without you, so I'm rooting for Caitlin and I hope she goes all the way.
now bring in the first member of our jury. Lena voted out at her last tribal council. She received the small advantage for fundraising this year and decided to be an automatic member of the jury, which means our jury has officially started. Back to it, Kaylee, tell me a little bit about what the anticipation was like going into the challenge, and then what went through your head when I said what was happening at that challenge.
We definitely, I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone else, but all went in thinking that we'd be competing as a tribe, so we were trying to get really pumped up. We're like, yeah, we got this, like, go team! And then finding out that the people who were going to be going to tribal council that night weren't participating in the challenge was just wild. Like, we're watching our teammates compete for us, and it was stressful. Like, we were cheering them on, but it was a lot to take in.
So Lane, the challenge happens, your person doesn't come back, so now there's 6 of you with 2 immune. What happens when you get back to camp?
We get back to camp and immediately these 2 break off. These 2 pairs.
Oh.
So we immediately kind of knew where we were sitting in that. We just had the vibe. After they had, their powwow, they came to me and Nikki and told us that they were going to be straightforward and honest and that Nikki's the vote. So then obviously that sent me and Nikki into wackadoodle mode and we went and searched for idols. I'm sure you can see behind me. Well, I feel like I would be a little wacky not to think that the vote's going on me now.
So Ben, I guess I'll ask you, because I just keep seeing you smiling. What do you guys do in that position? Obviously, you guys can't be going home. Kaylee is probably not going to vote Adam. Adam's not going to do her. Nikki, Lane, vice versa.
It was tricky. I mean, it's we listened to the pitches kind of from each side, and I mean, Brian and I are in kind of an enviable situation, but also a pretty tough position, right? We have to basically decide which way it's going to go.
Adam, what's the risk of being so open about what a strategic plan is going into a vote?
I don't envy the guys over here for kind of having to make that decision. I guess the only bonus of being in the position that the 4 of us are in is that, like, it's simple, right? I'm not voting for Kaylee. They're not voting for each other. Ultimately, it comes down to not to put, more pressure on them, but these guys to make the decision.
I have a lot to say. Like, can I say a lot?
Go off.
When I was told that I was gonna go, idol searching began. That's Wayne saying wackadoodle. We searched for idols. My friend Kaylee here was like my shadow, and I asked politely, I said it would be really nice if I could look alone, but she did not let me have that.
So like that's the game, right?
No,
like,
no,
that's the game.
no. I'm not
really
saying
sorry I was following you around, but it was either.
Hey, I'm not
I
like,
had to know that you found it.
Like, it's not like. And then it's like, okay, so now I have this. We approach them. You can either go with us right now, and we can go together as 4 and like go into a swap with like more loyalty, or you could like play 50-50 gamble. Who am I gonna play this for? Or you could split the vote, like, and it could be messy.
So Brian, my question is to you. I want to hear what you have to say about.
Yeah, I mean, we went back and forth with both teams. There was a lot of talking. Ben and I met multiple times. It's just a tough situation to be in.
And Nikki, how would you feel if I were to snuff Lane's torch at this tribal?
Yeah, that would not be fun. I would not like that. So the chance of me playing it for Lane is like very 50-50, like I said. So because it's like that's my loved one that I came into this game with. So losing Lane would be hard, but I mean that's the name of the game. Like, it's duos. Only one can win.
To Adam, like Nikki and Lane are saying, well, I'm voting Kaylee. They're like, it's not me, but like that's my fiance.
Yeah, that would look. I hope that this isn't the end of my story with Kaylee, but no matter what happens, even if she does go out, it's not the end of my story with
Kaylee. But that being said, it is a duos game, so like it's a duos idol. Like, I have 2 papers in my thing. I showed them the one that says like, congratulations, you found an idol. It's good till the final 5. But I wouldn't show my other paper, and it's a nice letter from Nicole and Jesse and about their power duo and how they work together, and in the end they only had a split by 1 vote in the end. And there is a
a little hidden message in the end of this that talks about the power that this also gives me, and that gives an ally as well. So,
Yeah, I mean, there's also, I think, a chance that they're not telling the truth about that, although for Kaylee and I it's a no-brainer because there is only one thing to do.
I mean, look, we're trying to move forward after this, and we feel that you have a really close bond with Adam, so we want to continue with you guys and Adam. So we're going to vote for Kaylee, and we hope you do too. You do too.
All right. Well, that is it. We will get to a vote. Kaylee, you're up.
This is a big yikes. I hope that Nikki's speech tonight at Tribal Council was just one big bluff, and I'm hoping that we can get this to a revote and that I don't go home tonight because it's either me or you. I had to be so messy. I'm so sorry.
If everything goes right tonight, it's one idol flushed, one cousin gone.
My vote is for Kaylee. If you're not with me, you're against me, and you're definitely against me in this moment. So I'm not sorry about this vote.
Really sorry. I really enjoyed playing with you. I wish we could have gone farther together.
Good game. Nothing personal.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I'm gonna play it for myself.
Okay. All right. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Nikki will not count. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Lane. Lane. That's 2 votes Lane. Kaylee. That's 2 votes Lane. 1 vote Kaylee. Kaylee. That's 2 votes Kaylee, 2 votes Lane, 2 votes left. Nikki, does not count. 1 vote left. Nikki, does not count. We have a tie. How this will work. Kaylee and Lane, you will not vote. You will re-vote and you can only vote for Kaylee or Lane. All right, Ben, you come grab the urn.
I just realized that if a single person switches their vote right now, I automatically go home. That would be wild.
All right, there are 4 votes. I'll read the votes. First vote, Kaylee. Lane, that's 1 vote Kaylee, 1 vote Lane, 2 votes left. Lane, that's 2 votes Lane, 1 vote Kaylee, 1 vote left. 4th person voted off of Live to Give Dynamic Duos. Lane, can you bring me a torch? Lane, try to spoken. There you go, right.
Good fight, Nick.
All right, well, that was a lively tribal. We had an idol play via one of our corporate sponsors. Chaos is around the corner again. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
Obviously, I'm sad to an extent. I wanted to continue to play this game with my cousin. She's literally my best friend. I was competing for Wake the Nation. I decided to compete for them in honor of my brother, who I lost in 2016 to a heroin overdose, and for my cousin Abby, who I lost in 2019 to a drug overdose. But I'm not just playing for them, I'm playing for every addict out there to change the narrative that they're not bad people. Playing this game with Nikki, just doing this with her, I don't know, it makes me happy, and she's such a good person and she deserves to go so far in this game.